In a world where human activities have put our planet's ecosystem in jeopardy, we cannot remain silent and indifferent anymore. It's time to acknowledge the gravity of the situation and take ownership of our actions. In this video, Mr. Willy Fleuren stresses on the need to reduce pollution, preserve the natural ecosystem, and protect even the unpopular players, such as insects. This video is not just another one that you can scroll past. It is a call to action, a reminder that we all have a role to play in ensuring that our planet remains healthy and sustainable for generations to come. I am Dominic Iyodo, and it gives me great pleasure to be your anchor. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share. We are also looking forward to see you lend your voice and the support of this course. Let's come together to learn and take actions towards a cleaner, greener, and healthier world.
Good morning, Mr. Willy. I can see we are yet again at where we usually start our journey around the Suleja Embankment Dam in Niger State. Mr. Willy, how has the progress been so far? By the way, welcome back from the Netherlands. How was your trip?
Yeah, thank you very much. It was cold and raining, and I didn't mind to go back to Nigeria. Nigeria is my home. There is where I can do the things I really love to do.
Interesting.
And of course, it's always nice to see your family, your friends.
Yeah?
But after some time, and it was 3 weeks actually, quite a long time.
Indeed.
I said I have to go back.
Yes.
And see what's going on over here. This Suleja Embankment Dam project, first project.
Interesting. Talking about the project, which I must say that I see incredible development around. Let me zoom in closer so that our viewers can see what is going on around there.
At the moment, our major achievement is that we have 20 ponds filled with fish.
Interesting.
And we are able to sell 2 times in a week.
This is incredible.
We are selling around 5,000 kilo every week presently.
Wow.
It is not even enough because we face serious hardship since the CBN governor, in collaboration with Buhari, they have stopped the old Naira notes.
Oh.
That was December and January.
Yes.
We introduced the new Naira.
Exactly.
It was a complete failure. So actually we had about 3 months no physical cash. And it really has damaged our business.
I can
because
imagine.
You know the way people are selling our fish.
Yes.
They sell it on the roadside.
Yes.
And that one is cash sales.
Exactly.
So if there's no cash, really the sales has been really very difficult. It has reduced almost 50%. And now the cash, you know, they brought the old Naira notes back.
Yes.
They didn't destroy them, they packed them somewhere and they bring them back to the banks. And now the business is improving small.
It's interesting, I must say. Today being the 4th day of April 2023, I must say that the untold hardship Nigerians suffered, respite finally has come.
It was not a small thing. It suffered so many people's life, and especially the poor people. All their policy was maybe to get the dirty money for people getting it in the wrong way, you know, stocking it in the houses, in the containers, in the roofs or whatever. They wanted to damage them. But yes. I don't think they have damaged any of the rich people, but they have damaged the business of poor people. The ones who make money today and eat it and use it in the evening to eat. Those people really suffered.
Oh.
Really suffered. I feel very sorry for Nigeria.
Indeed, the impact was very, very terrible. And talking about impact and how you are thinking about impacting the environment very nicely, I must commend your green culture, especially as it's very visible in most of your projects. Aqua Garden is a classical example of how well you've greened the environment. And I see some dots of plants.
Moringa trees, yes.
Okay, that's a moringa tree. And I see even your workers are currently doing something still around there. What is the idea?
I want my area, the empty spaces, I want them to be green. And you know, I have a plant nursery and I had a lot of moringas.
Yes.
And I planted in one area, I planted about 80 pieces only.
Yes.
But I want to grow them in a way that I can cut the leaves and use them for medicinal.
Interesting.
I want to start getting some people to make it into powder and sell it on the roadside.
This is interesting.
So, and also what you see, you have seen when we came to this place, you
Yes.
see plastic everywhere.
Yes, yes.
But here
I
you
must,
don't see any plastic.
exactly, and I must say that I see how well you insist your workers don't litter the place with plastic, both here and even at Aqua Garden and all your project sites. Would you want to tell the viewers, especially quite a number of people that may not appreciate the mentality around this very, very strict policy of yours, especially around your project sites?
Basically, the plastic pollution in Nigeria is out of ignorance. People, they don't see it. They see it as a common thing. It's normal. But if you see the number of litter and plastic left or right on the roadsides and even inside the bushes,
Yeah.
everywhere you see a bag of plastic, like this bag now. What can grow under this bag? Nothing.
Nothing.
So if you take all the litter of Nigeria together,
Yes.
I think it's even one state of Nigeria is covered with plastic. So I think this plastic of a thing
Yes.
is also very simple to tackle.
Okay.
It's so simple to tackle because it's just legislation.
Yes.
In the Netherlands, for example, but even in Kenya, in Africa,
Yes.
they have forbidden shops to use plastic bag
Yes.
to put your groceries inside.
Interesting.
So it can be a paper bag or no bag at all. So when you go and buy things, you come with your handbag.
Okay.
You put your groceries inside there, you go home, you pack them out in your cupboard or in your fridge,
Yeah.
and that is it. So all this small plastic. In Nigeria, when I buy one bottle of water
Yes.
of 100 naira,
Yes.
they will put it in a plastic bag, a black ladder, they call it ladder,
Yes.
a black plastic ladder. And I tell them, I don't need it.
Yeah.
It's just the mindset of people, you know? It's the mindset of our children when they go to school.
Yes.
They don't get the right
Orientation.
not to use all this plastic. All this plastic. You know, we want, for example, Nigeria to become a tourist destination.
Yes.
But if a foreigner comes
Yes.
to this country and he comes from the airport, he goes back to town. If he goes to the wrong places, he will start to say, what the hell? All litter everywhere. The people are dirty, they're messy. It's just a shameful thing. Because there's no need for it. We can use all this, if we save all this plastic, we even save a lot of money.
Exactly. And I must say that when I listen to you talk, all I hear is an environmentalist talking. And when I think about environmentalists, I picture agitators against what is going on, the climate change cry all over the place. And what is your perspective? Are you speaking as one of those advocates for fighting climate change, and how does that relate to your conversation on plastic and all of these things you've been saying?
Okay, now, maybe I'm controversial on this one. I don't see climate change as the biggest problem in the world, but also for Africa.
Oh, really?
I don't see it as a problem. Climate change is something which planet Earth always has been subject to. We had ice age, I don't know how many thousand years ago, but the climate is always changing.
Interesting.
Either it is by carbon dioxide or not by carbon dioxide. There were times when the carbon dioxide was very high and the temperature was very low. So
really?
It's a contradiction. What I see as the biggest issue in the planet Earth, but especially for Nigeria, is loss of biotope, loss of a healthy environment, losing our natural resources, all our trees. I'm not against cutting trees. Trees are there to cut, but why we are not replanting them? There the problem starts. All this plastic I told you, all that value land.
Yes.
Where there's a plastic, nothing will grow under it. So if all the plastic is not there, we create thousands of hectares of land which can be used either for agriculture or for planting trees, or at least things which are useful.
Exactly. And to be very honest, I think I get your view about all of this and how this connects to our everyday living. Because I recall about 4 days ago I was with you and we saw a gentleman spraying the environment, trying to weed some of the grasses, because he of course was beginning to consider plowing his land for the rainy season. And I saw your reaction was not really good. What is your problem with the guys using chemical?
First of all, the chemicals available in Nigeria, they are already forbidden in Europe and in America.
Oh really?
But those big chemical concerns, they are really maximizing their profits and sending all those bad, I think Parathion is one of them, but I don't know all the names, I don't want to be involved in it, but I know many of them are not allowed to be used in Europe.
Interesting.
Because they are not selective. And they are even persistent in the environmental cycle.
Okay.
So they go from the land. It goes into the smallest animal.
Yes.
From the smallest animal, there's a cycle, a predator cycle.
Yes.
Yeah. And it just accumulates. And at the end of the day, we are eating it too. So then, chemicals in Nigeria are used by everybody, including the ones who cannot even read what is written down on the bottle.
Exactly.
So they use it either by underdosing or overdosing, or they use it wrongly in the wrong time. They are using it indiscriminately.
This is interesting.
So in an advanced country, you can only use chemicals if you have a certificate. You have learned for it.
Okay.
And also the chemicals are quite expensive. So you only use it when it is really no other way of helping the tree or the plant to grow. But you know, we, with our agroforestry, which you see here in the front, yes, we try not to use any of those pesticides or insecticides. We only use the organic insecticide. That is the mixture of the neem with the bushmint.
Yes.
You remember we discussed that one before.
Yeah.
And also, by creating a higher biodiversity, you see more animals inside, and it will be more a balanced system. You know, when you do monoculture, you create a very successful environment for insects to predate.
Indeed.
But if you have it a little bit combined, it will be less severe.
Yes. And
so that's what I'm not saying that I'm perfect in it.
Yes.
But at least I'm trying to produce food.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I will not kill the environment.
Okay.
I will even improve the soil. And every day when I improve the soil, things are getting better. Because if the trees have the right soil, they will not fall sick easily.
Certainly.
And also you can see now, we had a few rains.
Yeah.
You see the grass between the trees.
Oh, they're looking really beautiful.
The grasses, the Napier grasses, we have about 4 or 5 different types.
Yeah.
Don't ask me the different brands, the different species, but my mentor in this field of agroforestry told me not to cut it, we use it for multiplication. Because you see the land on the other side?
Yes.
That land we want to replant, and also we want to put grasses there too. So when we have all these grasses,
Yes.
we can even start growing some animals. Like I was thinking about goat. Yeah? So we are going to bring the food to the goat, not the goat to the food. No grazing.
That's interesting.
I will give them a space, an environment with some trees to have shade, maybe a little shelter too, and try to raise those animals. Not many, but my land can take.
This is interesting, I must say. And while I appreciate the biodiversity that this environment is indeed helping us to develop, I still very recently recall, oh, that's a beautiful butterfly. And you know, I heard you talking recently about the dangers of insects going into extinction. And you were talking about that so passionately that
yes,
I started wondering.
Just recently, I'm reading a book about insect life. You know, insects are on the basis of so many things in our life cycles.
Interesting.
Insects, for example, the most obvious one you will know about the bees.
Yes, yeah.
The bees, the humming bees.
Yeah.
The special flies, also the butterflies.
Yeah.
That they do pollination.
Exactly.
That is one of the obvious things which is very important for not all the vegetables and fruit trees,
Yeah.
but for 80%, I think pollination by insects
It's
plays a
critical.
crucial role in the good fruiting of the trees.
Exactly.
Yeah? So now you understand, when the butterflies and all the insects are reduced in numbers,
Yes.
that the pollination automatically will not be as effective.
Well, but then, I mean, I was just thinking, and I'm actually thinking out loud, because while you were talking, when we think about insects, I mean, the notorious mosquito and its damage it does to people, you'll agree with me that if I choose to buy an insecticide to kill the mosquitoes around my house,
You
I'm
think
doing
you're
that.
a good thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So if some of them, like mosquitoes, will go extinct, I think that will be a good news.
It's a good for human mankind.
Yes.
Okay, let me highlight you on that one. First of all your insecticides
Yeah.
are not selective. It kills everything, the good and the bad. Insects. But even a mosquito, where there's many types of mosquitoes,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I will just make a guess, maybe 1,000 types of mosquito, maybe more.
Oh, really?
So the mosquitoes are very important for aquatic life. Because I know mosquitoes, they are producing the larvae in the water.
Interesting.
Yes, and the larvae, I think it's from egg, go down to the bottom.
Yeah.
The larvae come out,
Yes.
and 90% of it will be eaten by fish. So
Interesting.
now when there's no mosquito in the nature, you
Yes.
say that is good. So now people don't die from malaria, but they die of malnutrition because there's no fish in the pond, no fish in the lake. So either, you know, you go from frying pan to fire.
Oh, well.
So what you
well.
do to reduce mosquito around your house is, first of all, don't have small little patches of water. Create an environment
That will not
where
favor
will
them.
not favor them. That's number one. Number two, if you have a healthy lake,
Yeah.
there will be enough fish inside so that the mosquito population will not be over. So everything is balanced. Everything is a balance. But if you create an environment where the balance has gone,
Yes.
because we eat all our fish from the lake,
Actually.
that means all the mosquito larvae will come up and start to become a mosquito again.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
you know, I'm not per se a religious person, but God was wonderful. He created everything with a meaning. So
Indeed.
even the cockroach, which you think is a bad animal, it will have some good things too.
Indeed.
Even the dung beetle,
Yes.
you know, eating the shit of the cow.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
very important because the dung, if there's no bacteria, no fungus and no dung beetle,
Yeah.
the shit you see on the soil, you will see it after 3 weeks, it will not even be changed.
Indeed.
So also those animals are very, very important.
I get.
Yes.
I get.
So here, what happened here? Some hooligans came and they burned down all the grasses.
Oh my
Yeah?
word.
So now the farmers that have cow, they will like it because it's like a meadow
Exactly.
grass. But I don't like it. I don't like it because all the organic material
Has been.
has gone. Yeah, it's burned down, flaring in the sky.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
So then, if you want to create an environment of insects,
Yes.
you need also what I say, biodiversity. You need flowers, even
Indeed.
the weeds. Yeah, people they don't like weeds,
Yes.
but weeds actually they flower. They're like the candy for the insects.
Interesting.
Yeah. If there's no
Interesting.
tree flowering, the small weeds are coming, flower, and the insects are coming to it.
So, you know, from what
You see this environment,
Yes.
and you see this environment.
Yeah.
This has no, let me say, no biology. This is a very poor land in terms of for animals to live on,
Yes.
for insects.
Yes.
So there's nothing.
There's nothing actually.
There's nothing there. Yeah. Here, if you go inside, you will see insects.
So now I mean, you know, if you were to picture a world without insects, tell me where will the worst damage be? What would be the impact? Insects in
Food
extinction.
will become, no, I don't think a lot of things get extinct.
Okay.
But because we can still do manual pollination.
Okay.
Everything will become very expensive. And it is the poor people again
That will
who suffer most. Because now they have the pollination for free.
Exactly.
But somebody who has money, he will even buy a colony of humming bees.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Or buy a colony of normal honeybees.
Exactly.
But it's the poor man again,
Yeah.
which is relying on the natural pollination.
Exactly.
He will get no food
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
or less food.
I see.
Yeah, because a lot of vegetables also they just pollinate by wind, not by insects. They
Not
have
by
to be,
insects.
you know, Einstein long time ago when he was alive, he said, if insects are extinct, mankind will die in 4 years' time. But it's not like that.
You don't think that can happen? You don't think that will be the result?
It will, we will not get extinct because of the insects are not there, but it will get very harsh. Hardship will come. Hardship will come.
Interesting. Well, seems like some activities happening around
Yes,
here.
I want to do the gutters once and for all.
Okay.
So, because the raining season is about to start, we got in March, we got 3 good rains. There you see, this thing has picked up very well.
Yes.
You know, my grasses and my trees are really, I'm very happy with this result.
Yes.
I think Mr. Futik, my mentor,
Yeah.
he will be happy when he comes in May.
Interesting.
And then we will start on the other side
Interesting.
to
replicate.
the continuation of the agroforestry.
This is interesting. It's really beautiful to see the ecosystem that Suleja Embankment Dam has become. It's no longer just about fish farming, because it's obvious that your love for nature extends to almost every strata of living. You know?
Yes.
And I don't know, I see them ramming the ground and they're trying to...
They're compacting the soil.
Okay.
This laterite,
Yes.
this laterite actually is a good laterite for the roads
Oh,
because it has small stones.
I see.
Yeah, this is the good laterite. If it is pure laterite without the small stones,
It won't
the laterite is not that good. And that is in most of my cases. I have a very bad laterite. When rain comes, everything gets scattered.
So with this compacting they are doing, you feel the rain will not make this ground
No, because
muddy?
we are putting gutter. We
Okay.
are putting a gutter so that the water can go through the gutter.
Oh,
That's the idea.
I see. This is interesting, I must say. So,
see what she's picking here? The African locust bean. Let's go and see her. See, they make soup of it.
This is interesting.
I've never eaten it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nakwana. Lafialo.
Good morning.
So this one is locust bean. Bean, eh? Can you tell us how you eat it? Or you cannot tell that in English? You know how to speak in English, how you use it?
What do you make with this? I wish we had someone that could interpret this house. Does this officer understand?
No, the officer is not good at it.
Oh.
It's for soup, eh? Soup? Okay. So you use it for the soup.
Oh. It sounds, I mean, I wish we could get a better understanding of exactly how the whole thing is happening. But
see, I left this tree, and now they are using it.
Yes.
So this is food for somebody. See,
indeed.
Another tree, another bag. I'm happy.
Indeed.
I'm very happy.
Indeed. Your pineapples don't seem to be having a good time here.
No. They got hailstone, so they all spoiled. This one was not good.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Not even.
But they're not even that though.
So there's a possibility the rainy season could resurrect them.
The inside is still intact, but here it was hailstone. It really spoiled the whole damn thing.
Oh. However, good.
See that butterfly? See the wheat? See the flowers? See this butterfly there?
Yeah.
You see it in the front?
Yes, I see it.
Yes. See?
Yeah.
You see, it goes from. That is why, if you keep the flowers.
Yes.
You see the insects here?
Yeah, they're there.
See the bee?
Exactly.
You see the bee, you see the small butterfly?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not an insect specialist, but I doubt that there will be not less than 10 different species on this little plot of land.
Indeed.
Because of the... See, this is what people don't see.
Yes.
This is what they should see.
Indeed. Indeed. You know, the fact that we are unable to appreciate those intangible substance that makes our world what it is really, really a pity. So we are more busy with all of the
newest car
yes.
brand of BMW, the newest Mercedes brand, the nicest kitchens.
Yes.
All these materialistic things.
It's a pity, and these are the reasons. These are the pillars of our existence still in Mother Earth. And so, for all the guys that are screaming, oh, climate change, CO2 emission being very high, and all of the rest.
Now I tell them what they should do. At home, they should create at least 5 square meters with weeds and let it grow up till the flowers are there, instead of fucking spraying it with chemical. You understand? You can do this one at home.
Indeed.
There's no saying, oh, it's climate change, so I cannot do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's beyond my control. This one you can do.
Indeed.
It really makes me angry.
Oh, I can imagine. You know, it's coming from the viewpoint of a person who genuinely loves nature, and for each time we talk about this is to inspire as many as possible to join in the movement. Let's save Mother Earth by indeed appreciating the role of every single stakeholder in the ecosystem. The insects, the trees, the grass, and the water. Talking about water, I'm still looking forward to the day I'll see your Nile perch come out of this water.
Yeah, Guara Rua. Say it again. Guarua. That is the Hausa name for Nile perch. It's the predator fish. It's called the lion of the water.
Interesting.
Because it's one of the biggest species in this dam and in many rivers as well.
Interesting.
Can grow up to 100 kilo or more.
Yeah.
And it's also a very nice fish to eat. But if your water is dirty,
yeah,
then that is the most dangerous fish you can eat. Because he's at the end of the cycle. Because he's the predator.
Interesting.
Actually, we are the end of the cycle because we also predate on Nile perch.
Yes.
It's the most valuable fish in freshwater fish in Nigeria. So you can imagine if the siltation in this dam is full with chemicals. Yeah, because from the catchment area, chemicals will come into the silt.
Yes.
It will sink.
Indeed.
The mosquito larvae, they will eat the silt.
Yes.
They will grow either healthy or deformed.
Yes.
Fish will eat it.
Yeah.
Small fish eat it, will be eaten by bigger fish.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it will be eaten by something like the
Nile perch?
Nile perch.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is what we eat. Because all the toxic substances are coming inside the fat content of an animal.
Indeed.
So when we eat that one, we also get the pollution will come into our body. So now I want to understand you. We are a part of nature, isn't it?
Yes, we are.
So if you're killing nature,
we
are killing ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Willy. Thank you so much. It's really interesting to see what is going on here, and I was just wondering, is this a sign that you don't believe in the concrete system anymore, or what is leading to this?
I want to use this for raising up juveniles to post-juveniles.
Okay.
And even I want to start doing ornamentals. Next week I want to get a license, an import license from Department of Quarantine.
Okay.
And I want to start buying ornamental fish like koi carp and types of goldfish.
So this
one becomes green water pond.
Okay.
And they like the natural environment.
The ornamentals love the...
If it is green water, they will get also beautiful colors and they are in a better mood to do reproduction.
So. But then when they move into, since they are ornamentals, I want to believe the purpose is so they can be visible. So if they are buried...
No, this one is to grow them, not for visibility.
Okay.
No, you will still see them if they come up to eat. But if you have an ornamental fish pond at home, you want clear water.
Exactly.
But it's not clear water what they really like. They like the green water.
So the transition from a green environment, a green water environment into a clear environment, will that not put them at a risk of survival when they finally get...
If it is, here the numbers of fish will be a little bit on the high side.
Okay.
But if you bring them to an ornamental fish pond, you talk about a few fishes, so the impact will not be that much. But to be honest, carps, cyprinids, carps, they like green water.
I see.
There's also more food in green water. Because the green water is the starting point from all the other from phytoplankton goes to zooplankton. You understand the cycle?
Yeah.
So they will find natural food. But in a concrete pond with clean water, actually it is like a bathtub. Nothing is inside. So that's why I like it. There's also cheap. This building
so cheap,
is cheap, but also it has some problems because I find a lot of seepage everywhere. Yeah, I have actually all the time water. Even if the levels are going down, I will add water. At a certain point, it gets saturated.
I see.
I had the same problem with the big pond and with the smaller pond. It's just a matter of time. The seepage will reduce because I have the possibility to always add water. From the dam. Yeah. I don't pump expensive water. The water actually is almost free of charge for me.
I see.
So, but yes, I face some issues with the leakages. So hopefully. I want to widen the dam. They compact it very well.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully it will be manageable. The leakage will be manageable, and also after some time it hopefully will reduce.
This is interesting, I must say. I look
you
forward.
see, it's in terraces because the land is sloping.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you fill the first pond, it will leak to the other pond, from the other pond to the other pond. So now I want to start filling it from this pond, keep it for here for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, let everything be saturated. Yeah, then we'll do the second pond. If it is not working, I have to think about another way to keep the leakage, the seepage out.
Yes, yeah? you want it 100% natural, hence you don't want to support the structure with any concrete.
If possible, not. This is concrete because it's the outlet. That is concrete because it's the inlet. You know, when the inlet water falls in, it will get a hole.
Exactly.
So that's why I put that concrete slab, so that it is not stopping, not disturbing the soil. Yeah.
I get.
Then also the grassing is very important, especially on this side.
Okay.
So that also stops the leakage. Yeah. So I have to come with a lot of Port Harcourt grass.
I see. Like the ones we have already growing at the other side? These are the Port Harcourt grass, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
That's interesting.
Even the inside I have to do grass too, at least 50 centimeters down. I also have to put grass because that is also freeboard.
I get.
The grass will come after some time, but you want to plant some so that it goes quickly.
I get. It looks interesting. Is that some concrete, some plastic?
Yes, there was a big hole, a rat hole. So we had to do some concrete there, and maybe we have to do more of that. Let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Nice.
Here, you see, the soil here is almost the same level
as
the water level.
Yes.
So it's a bit safe here on this side.
Exactly.
But on that side, you see the difference is huge.
Yes, it's very huge.
So it will give a lot of pressure on the land, on the dam.
So would there not be need to reinforce from the outside with some concrete?
Reinforcement should then be from the inside.
Oh.
Not from the outside.
Not from the outside, but
that's my, you know, I'm just doing this also without much experience, you know.
It's experimental.
Yeah, it's experimental. Yeah. Christopher, what do you think? The ponds?
They are fine.
You think the leakage will not be too much? It will be manageable?
Yes.
Why you are convinced?
Yes, I'm convinced because we have
Why?
done, yeah. If the soil saturates, you know, most of the leakage we are having, yeah, is in the natural soil, and because of the terrain, the topography of this area.
Yes.
You understand? So by the time we have a reasonable level of water to all the ponds, you see that there is nowhere the water can go. But the only thing that I am thinking that if it continues is that it is either this one, the first 1 or 2 ponds will always have consistent inlets in water coming inside. Even if there is little leakage, because even in the natural soil, the water is coming out into the drain.
Yes, it comes, yeah.
So by the time this thing saturates, everything will balance.
I have to call, what is his name now? Nico? No?
Okay.
What is his name now?
Oh,
the gardener. Michael. To bring more grass. Because if this is grassed, it will also help the leakage to reduce.
Yes.
On the outside.
On the outside.
Interesting. I look forward to seeing the outcome in the coming days. I'm sure
hopefully next time when you come, you see water in the ponds. At least 3 ponds will be water.
Okay.
Isaac, you're done?
Yes.
Open it now. You can at least put 20-30 centimeter water inside. Dominic,
yes,
you
sir.
see why those moringas are growing so fast? Because we see there's bad.
Yes.
Yeah, they're still small.
Exactly.
Here they have already grown 5 times almost.
Yeah.
And that is just in 5 weeks time.
Exactly.
I just planted them before I left for Holland.
Yeah.
You know what I did here?
Tell me.
In each hoe,
Yes.
I put a dead fish inside. And the dead fish, I put it inside 1 week before I planted.
Interesting.
So it was already decaying.
Yes.
And I suspect that the dead fish
It's
is
become
nitrogen, phosphates, potassium, everything is
a
inside.
whole lot is in it.
That's why I suspect that because the soil is not that good. Also, I put some topsoil actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I suspect that fish is doing a small miracle.
Doing the
here.
magic there. This is interesting. It's evident they're all growing so fast and they look very, very healthy. They look very healthy. What could they be? They're building something there.
I don't even know what they're doing here. Oh, this is drainage for the road.
I see.
Is this for the road? Huh? Yes, it's for the road. In the future, this one I put also gravel here. This will be gravel. When there's some money, we'll put gravel.
Yeah.
Then the water has to go somewhere. What not sinks inside, it will go inside that place.
Interesting. Well done. Well done. So Mr. Willy, where are we going to?
It's 12 o'clock. So let's go and eat some local dish. So we call it swallow.
Okay.
You know, the lady who's doing this food, she's very good and is also my friend.
I get.
Her name is Evelyn. I already see her.
Seems to have a busy place here today.
It's Evelyn. She also sells our fish.
I see.
Here, Isaac. Let me do egusi and vegetable with semu. What about you, Dominic?
Everything is fine. Do the same thing for me.
Okay, sir.
Hi.
Dominic, we're sitting here in a local bar.
Yes,
We call it bush bar.
I see.
We eat swallow.
See how
Normally my favorite is pounded yam, but now she is not ready with the pounded yam, so we eat semu, egusi with vegetables.
is
But
it?
everything is prepared today. It's
see why you like it.
It's not Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is real food.
I see.
This is slow food, not fast food.
And your tummy seems to have adapted very well to the food around here.
Oh yeah, I really like this food. When I'm in Holland, I'm missing this swallow. But I also think it's a part of the environment, sitting in a local place, you know, with ordinary clothes.
Yes.
Nobody bother. This is how life should be for me. Easy and simple.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. So earlier, you know, earlier you were talking off camera about some very other amazing facts you didn't capture when we were talking about the insects. And
yes,
you know, you said something about the population that really got me there.
Yes. What is really striking, which most people don't even realize, is that the biomass of insects, the population of insects, has reduced in the last 50 years with over 80%. 80%. Also, millions, they say, are getting extinct. Species are getting extinct. They even have never been discovered. They're getting also extinct. So it's a big disaster.
Yes.
For the total animal kingdom. Since I told you that insects are crucial in the cycle of a lot of animal life. Insects plays a crucial role. So yes, at the moment they estimate the decline of insects with 2.5% a year.
That is
which
terrible.
is amazingly a lot. In Europe, especially the honeybee is declining very fast because also apart from unfavorable environment, also diseases has come up, and a lot of colonies, they don't survive the winter time.
I see.
The honeybees.
This doesn't sound good at all.
No, it doesn't sound good. It isn't good, and people don't realize that because when you are young, this is what you see.
Exactly.
This is what you see. But if you are like my age, 60, 70 years old, and you realize when you are a child, when you were going with your bicycle, sometimes our insects are just flying in your mouth.
Yes.
My papa's car, after one day driving, had full of insects on the bonnet. Now it was always annoying because there was stick on the bonnet. To clean it was not easy. Now you hardly see insects on the bonnet.
Yes.
So if you realize this, you know things have changed.
Indeed.
Things have changed. Now, also, what I'm doing is better than nothing.
Yes.
I create an environment where insects can thrive.
Exactly.
It's like a sanctuary. The only thing is, the insects are free to go anywhere they want to go. So when they leave my place, they go to a place where they see one polluted flower, which just has been sprayed with one insecticide.
Yeah.
Enjoying my place, they will still die in another place.
Die on the other side.
So our way of getting our insects back in the environment is not a one-man thing. It is a matter of awareness. For that everybody is taking it serious. Everybody, even if you have a flat building with a small balcony, you can plant some things where flowers come and birds and insects can thrive.
I see.
Small pockets everywhere.
Will become
then it will be better than just one sanctuary which I try to create. And this is where everything starts from. Dominic, our teachers, they're not teaching our children. You know, the teaching is as good as the knowledge of a teacher.
Exactly.
The knowledge of a child is as good as the knowledge of a teacher.
Indeed.
And if our teachers and the parents of our children don't bring that message around, we are doomed.
We are. We are.
We are talking about climate change. In the next 10 years, we're talking about insect life.
Indeed.
But nobody realizes it.
Yes.
But this is the truth.
So,
mind my words. It's like a prophecy. Climate change will not be an issue. Our nature will adapt to higher temperatures. Yes?
Yeah.
Places where it is now cold. It's getting hotter.
Yes.
That means in my country now, they produce wine.
Yeah.
But 20 years ago, when they were talking about small ice age, they were not producing wine.
Exactly.
So, yes, the environment will change.
Exactly.
But it will still be existing.
Yes.
But if we create an environment where insects cannot survive, because it's full with chemicals, there we have a real problem. And we have an environment where we're killing all our trees, and not even one tree will be replanted. there we create our problem. A problem where plastic is everywhere,
Yes,
covering all our land. Become inert.
indeed,
Because on a piece of plastic nothing can grow on top of it and nothing can grow under it.
indeed.
Now we create a problem.
A real big problem here.
You get it?
Yes. So the cause of global warming and its effect, like we fear, in terms of the release of CO2 into the atmosphere and all of that, instead of sitting on the fence complaining or looking for how to stop fumes from going out there, the best way to fight this is to attack by creating an ecosystem that allows for the
plant life and the animal life to thrive.
Thank
See,
you.
trees are actually the most cheapest way of collecting carbon. When a tree is growing,
Yes,
it will consume carbon dioxide.
indeed, exactly.
Yeah?
Yes,
So, what are we talking about? Let the trees grow.
yes,
Carbon dioxide will be reduced. It will be fixed in the trees,
exactly,
in plant matter. So,
exactly.
I don't understand. Now they're doing the expensive windmills, solar systems,
Yes,
which is a low quality energy.
yeah,
It consumes a lot of surface.
yeah,
Can you imagine solar gardens in Europe? Hectares of gardens of solar. Yes,
yeah.
but in the night nothing will come.
It's a
There's
pity.
no sun.
It's a
And
pity.
to collect energy and store it in battery is not a feasible system. Yeah.
Indeed.
So I think look at my food.
Oh yes.
I know she's my friend. I see what she put on the plate is more than what she put in somebody else's plate.
Oh, this is incredible.
Because she really wants to pamper me.
I see. She's doing a good job here. To be
Yes.
honest, this looks good and it's all natural and looks really, really
Yes.
enticing.
Yes.
Let me let you enjoy your meal.
Thank you very much, Dominic.
Thank you so much, sir.